Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of the How To Project Car series, where we're going to be going over little tech tips, tricks, and how-tos of doing project car things, or in this case today, a truck, and we're going to show you how to install a clutch. Yeah, let's learn how to install a clutch together. Now, the first part about installing a clutch is quite tricky. We'll get into that maybe in another video. I didn't get any footage of the process here, but it's pulling the transmission out, which, well, it's a lot like pulling a transmission out. You know, you got whatever, on this case, 6 bolts on the bell housing. You got transmission cross member, being that this is a 4x4 truck. We got a T-case and drive shafts and stuff like that got to go too. So, you know, start by doing that, and then, well, assess the situation, pull out your old clutch. In this case, the clutch was actually brand new, but it was the wrong clutch, so that's why we ended up undoing everything and putting this clutch in, because this is the correct clutch for the application, which hopefully will work a bit better than, well, this one. So yeah, from there you want to go ahead and remove your flywheel and, you know, pressure plate and, well, old clutch and everything like that. And once that's done, it's really quite simple. We swapped out the pilot bushing, or bearing in this case, to a brand new one, even though we had another brand new one in there. Just swap it out, you know, just to be safe. We got the new parts, might as well use them. And from there, you want to go ahead and set the new flywheel up in place, or your old flywheel, depending on what we're using. This one, you know, we're just going with a new one because the other one needed resurfaced, had some surface cracks, and it was pretty well the same price, so just went ahead and got a new one. And Loctite all your bolts as you go in. Make sure you get everything nice and snug, and then go around, start torquing everything up. This one is torqued to 85 foot-pounds, I believe. And yeah, you can put a little holder piece using some nuts and bolts and washers to hold your flywheel in place while you're doing that. And yeah, pretty simple. From there, you can go ahead and grab your new clutch, your alignment tool, which, well, should look something like this. Your alignment tool should be supplied with your new clutch, hopefully. If not, well, go ask the parts store and maybe they can get you a proper alignment tool. And place the clutch up there, and yeah, put your pressure plate in, bolt it back up using, in this case, the 6 bolts that were used in your old pressure plate, because the new pressure plate didn't come with bolts. And tighten them all down equally, kind of uniformly, so you're putting even pressure. Make sure you keep a little pressure up on the clutch alignment tool so that you're you know, making sure it's aligned. It can kind of fall down a little bit as you're tightening it, and you won't notice until you put the transmission in, but you'll notice for sure then. So want to make sure that's all done up and proper. And yeah, from there, torque up your pressure plate. This one is torqued to 35 foot-pounds, and pretty simple there. And yeah, not much to it. It's just a bunch of bolts and Loctite and torque specs. Nothing, you know, out of the normal for engine stuff. And well, that'll bring you back to here where we are right now, which is, you know, with a clutch installed. This can come out of there now. You want to make sure when you do this, little tech tip, that it slides in and out easily, because that means that the input shaft on the transmission should, in theory, slide in easily as well. And yeah, now we're going to go ahead and install the transmission. So we'll see. Might be part of this video if we keep going. Might be a part of another video. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, follow, and do all those other things. And yeah, keep your eye out on this channel for more content. And maybe let us know down in the comments if there's any how-to or project car things that you want to learn about, or, you know, see more of. Yeah, that's about that. Alright, now that you've watched that entire video on how to install a clutch, I want to take this moment to remind you that it's okay to make mistakes. They happen, you know, you forget parts and, you know, don't torque something, you got to go back in and, you know, check something again like we ended up having to do here. It's all part of the process, it's just how things go sometimes. Now, we're also going to take note, Fords use this dust cover plate thing that goes on before the flywheel. So yeah, that's today's lesson, how to do a clutch, and as well, it is okay to make mistakes. They happen. So, yeah, now that we had the transmission in there, it wasn't fully bolted up, thankfully, but it was in there. So we took that back out, and now we are going to put this right here. Like so. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, do all those other things. There'll be plenty more screw-ups, but we might learn something along the way.